Today we're making a discada on a big old plow disc. A discada is a great way to put on one heck of a show for your friends and make some delicious meals outdoors. Think of the disco as the original outdoor fryer and griddle all in one. It was a long time ago when I was a little wee one that I saw my dad make these and he was selling them to his friends on the farm. Discadas are super popular on northern Mexico and South Texas. They usually have all the ingredients that you're going to see me use today, but in addition they usually use chorizo and weenies. I like to use smoked sausage in mine. I'm calling mine the South Texas discada. We're going to be using 4 slices of thick cut bacon, 1 pound of pork, which is country style pork ribs. We're going to be using 1 pound of fajitas, which is skirt steak, 1 sausage link, and half of a ham steak, about a half an onion, 1 scallion, 2 serrano peppers, 1 jalapeño pepper, about half of the 3 bell peppers, some tomato, and some cilantro at the very end. And of course, we gotta have the squeeze of lime. We're also gonna be adding a Carta Blanca beer to the dish, well, almost all of it anyway. For seasoning, I'll be using Wow, which is my barbecue rub. All right, folks, let's get fired up and start cooking up this discada. All right, first thing to go into the disco is gonna be the bacon. Ooh, yeah, listen to that sizzle. I'm starting right around 300 degrees. You don't want super hot, you just want enough to cook the meat, render down that bacon, get some of that delicious oil here on the bottom. You always want to start with the bacon so that you can get some oil in here. We want the center to be the hottest part of the disc, for sure. All right, my friend, my bacon's just about done. We don't want to toast it up too much, so we're gonna start moving it up here to the side a little bit. You want some of that grease to drain off. Now, we don't want to move the bacon up too high yet because we're still needing to cook it a little bit longer. All right, up next is the country style pork steak. Oh, I like that sound, honey. Spread it out so we get nice and even cooking. Okay, we're sizzling now, folks. We're cooking it away. We're gonna take a little bit of Wow and season it. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind. The sausage we're gonna add a little bit later has salt already. The bacon has a little bit of salt, so you don't wanna get too generous with the Wow, but you do wanna get a nice little shake in here. We're gonna add a little bit more Wow in a little while when we add the beef in there, but for now, that's all we need. We're going to incorporate it all together after a little while. It's looking good though, really good. Always remember that the chef has privileges. Quality control. Bacon's so amazing. I love bacon. The bacon does dry up a little sitting up here on the edges, but once you incorporate it back into the whole dish, it's going to reabsorb some of the moisture from the other meats and some of the oils. It's going to be perfect. This is especially fun when the weather gets cold, as long as it's not raining. This is a really fun way to cook. Pork meat looks like it's pretty much done, so we're going to start pulling this up to the side. Oh man, if y'all could smell it, it's incredible. It's about 3/4 of the way done. It's going to continue to cook at the very end just a little bit longer. Time to add the beef in here. Get this going. Now the beef is beef. It doesn't have to be overcooked. It doesn't take as long to cook as the pork. Medium to medium well is all you need. All right, let's stir. Today's not flippity, it's stirry. All right, friends, we did do a test taste on the bacon just to make sure it was acceptable and agreeable. We need to do the same thing with the pork now that the pork's done. Let's see how it is. Oh yeah. That needs a little more Wow. So we're gonna go ahead and incorporate some Wow in here. And again, folks, how much you use, it's really up to you. Once the beef starts to cook a little bit, I like to add my onions because those take a little while to get soft and translucent right here in the middle. Onions in the hole. All right, friends, now our beef is pretty much almost cooked. Things are gonna move pretty fast from here. A lot of folks that make these discadas that use potatoes usually put them in right about now because they do take a little while to cook too. All right, them onions are starting to look a little translucent. They're cooking up pretty quick. Add the jalapeño and the serranos. We're gonna throw all this stuff in here. Tomatoes will be second to last, and then the cilantro will be the last thing we throw in there. There's the poblano. All right, man, our veggies are looking good. We don't want to overcook. We want them to have just a nice little firm crunch in them. I'm gonna get these to the side now. Sausage and ham in the middle. You notice when you put the cool meat in here, and it's been out for a little while, it really cools off that oil, so we gotta bring that heat back up a little bit, get it nice and hot again. Serrano pepper looking good. It's nice and soft. That's the way I like these guys, nice and soft. Sausage and the ham are nice and hot. They're already cooked, so we don't need to cook them a lot. I'm going to take out some of this oil, although most people don't do that. I'm taking some of this oil out because I think it's a little excessive. Once we incorporate it all together, it kind of emulsifies to the meats and sticks to everything. I'm also going to be adding a beer in here. All right, now I'm going to start incorporating all of this stuff together here. Okay, it smells amazing. It really does. All right, we got a nice big pile of meat here. Brought it all back down to the middle. Now it's time to throw our tomatoes in there. I like to throw these in at the end. Otherwise, they kind of just dissolve and disappear. I still like to see and taste the tomatoes a little bit. And we're gonna throw this onion in here too. I'm gonna put it right here to the side. If you like onion, you can take that and take a big old bite out of it. Kind of press that tomato in with the meat. And now, my friend, it's time to put that carta blanca in there. One whole beer. Ooh, baby, listen to that. There we go. Well, almost a whole beer. We're gonna let this come back up to temp, cook a little bit longer, and we're done. And now y'all understand why I took out some of that oil, because I'd rather have a little bit of beer in there than too much oil. And last, but definitely not least, it's the cilantro. Now I'm not chopping it up, I'm just kind of tearing it up with my hands and sprinkling it all over the place here. Ah, that cilantro smells so good. It really does. Now that, my friends, is a discada, South Texas style. This discada is done. I'm gonna lay some tortillas right here on top. We can put a little bit of oil on them. That softens them up a little bit. So we're gonna put them up here on the side. We whooped up this big old discada. This is gonna be good. Let's make a taco, or two, or three. All right, let's see what this is all about, folks. Of course, we can't forget the squeeze of lime in here too. Give it a big old bite. That's really, really good. I need to go in for round two. This is so good. Squeeze a lime, squeeze a lime. This is so good. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really had a fun time doing it. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, and share. Tell your family and friends. Subscribe to our channel. It does help our channel. Remember, if you want the APC Wow, you can get this at pitmaster.us. The APC OG, which is our original all-purpose seasonal, which is salt, pepper, garlic, you can get that at pitmaster.us as well. If you want to up your barbecue game, go to pitmasterclass.us. Thanks for watching, folks. Appreciate you guys all very much. Keep the smoke light. Make it work, and wow! I hear thunder! Nobody told me it was gonna rain. And I can see that I have a lot more heat on this side of my disco, so I'm gonna push the whole thing that way just a little bit. I need to push the whole thing back this way a little bit. It's all about balance, so take out some of the oil, put some beer in there. That balances things out. To my way of thinking.